Okay, so here we are in the park. I just put this tree swallow, well, I just opened this tree swallow box and immediately a tree swallow came and checked it out. I've been leaving them closed. This is April 15th. I had been leaving them closed because I didn't want house sparrows to get in there. And I knew the tree swallows were not ready yet to claim a box, but now they are, and I see some pairs sitting on the boxes, so they're ready. Okay, here comes Mrs. Tree Swallow, and she'll probably come down and check it out or leave. Oh, there she is. And she's telling her mate, "All right, get out of the way. I want to go in there and see what's happening." And I don't know. I think she liked it. And there we are. We have a happy pair of tree swallows. Okay, so here it is, the end of May. And the last time we looked in this box, probably was early April. There was nothing in it. I thought we might have a little nest or mice or something. Oh, mice, I thought. But we had nothing. So let's take a look now and see what we get. Oh, we got little babies. Okay, so we got to look inside. We were here, whatever, 6 weeks ago. We had an empty box, and now we have a nest and a bunch of little babies. I didn't count them, but probably 5 or 6. It's generally what tree swallows have in a clutch. And I don't know if you noticed in the nest, there were a lot of feathers. And the deal is, the female makes the nest, and the male at the end, sometimes even after the female has laid the first egg, he goes and hunts down feathers and lines the nest with feathers. And the feathers serve a purpose. You see, when the female is incubating, she doesn't get any help from the male, and he doesn't even feed her. So she has to leave the nest several times a day to feed. And when she does that, she covers up the eggs with the feathers, and the feathers have an insulation property, insulation properties, and they keep the eggs warm while she's away. And then when you have little tiny babies like these, they also need to be kept warm, and the feathers also do that. So these babies, like I said, are a day or two old, and I could, if I wanted to, I could check again in a week to see how they're doing. But after that, after 12 days, I don't check anymore, because by then they have their little flight feathers, and they could panic and jump out of the box and, fly a short distance and end up in the field, and then they wouldn't survive. So I probably won't check the nest again. I mean, I can later in the season, I'll sit across the way with binoculars and I'll watch and see what's going on to see that the nest is active. But that's about all I'll do. But generally, they're pretty successful. I did put these wire boxes. I don't know if they show up in the video because it keeps the raccoons out. I had a big problem with raccoons 2 years ago, and they destroyed about 20 nests out of the 40-something that I have, So this has been working, knock on wood, this has been working very well. I haven't had any problems since I did this. So that's the deal. And well, maybe later when they start to stick their little heads out, I'll see if I can get some more footage and put it in here. Or maybe I'll just upload this into YouTube and come back later and do another video on it. So we'll see. But anyway, our tree swallows are doing well. Almost every box, like I said, I have 40 some odd boxes. Almost every box has an active nest in it. So this looks like it could be a good year, Hopefully, we get a lot of baby tree swallows. That's another bird that's in decline. It's in decline. You figure, I'm going to cut this short in a minute, but you figure, let's say there's 35 boxes that have successful broods. So 35, that's 70 adults, right? And if each one has 5 babies, what's that? 5 times 5 is 25. 175. Is that right? Plus the 35 adults. You know, you have over 200 and whatever young heading south for the winter. And yet, when they come back north, the numbers are even less than they started for the people who are counting them. So, you know, it's rough out there. A lot of these babies will not survive, and a lot of the older adults will not survive. So the numbers are going down, not up. You know, you would think they'd be going up, but they're not. The numbers are decreasing. So, you know, if you have a place that can support tree swallows, or even house wrens or chickadees or any cavity nesting birds, you know, go online, get the dimensions of the birdhouse you need to make a birdhouse. These are, I'm no carpenter. These are very simply made, and they do the job, you know. So do it. Retire for nature, you know. Get your mind going. Get out in this beautiful weather, you know. Breathe in the fresh air. Get healthy, and enjoy your retirement and help the planet at the same time. Okay, if you like these videos, you know, give me a comment, like, subscribe. You know, I'll make more of them for you. We're going to do the purple martins soon. I checked their gourds the other day. We have 10 nests out of 12 gourds, and 4 of them have eggs in them already, which is, you know, a little early for the purple martins. They're a little later in the tree swallows. So we'll do a video on those soon, and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, long enough I've spent bothering this poor pair of tree swallows that are flying around very upset. So I will see you soon. Thank you.